short test drive of the 1984 Jeep Grand Wagoneer we're about to list for sale. This one's a hard one for me to let go. It's pretty nostalgic for me, but it needs to go to somebody that can devote the time to taking care of it. I wanted to show you a short test drive. I forgot to mention in the video earlier too, this vehicle only has 97,000 miles on it, which is pretty awesome. I got the AC on right now. Ooh, squirrel. It's blowing ice cold. We just charged it up. It tends to hold a charge for a pretty long time. I'm not saying it's going to hold a charge forever, but it'll hold it for months. A matter of months, I do know that. We put dye in it, so if there's a leak anywhere, we should be able to find it, but I haven't checked it. The last time we charged it up, we put dye in it. Run straight, drive straight. Steering wheel's in good condition. Brakes feel good. The only thing that's finicky on this, I will say, I guess it depends on what you're going to use it for, but some people may not care, but the four-wheel drive on this is finicky because of one little thing. It's extremely frustrating, but there's a front axle disconnect on these 83 and 84 Wagoneers specifically. They had them on other full-size Jeeps too, like the Cherokee I know has them. But anyway, I believe it's on the 229 transfer case, but there's a front axle disconnect, and there's a little diaphragm actuator that's vacuum operated. Get up and go here. That's vacuum operated, and when they get old, they don't engage like they're supposed to. But everything with the four-wheel drive system is working properly. We've checked everything. Front differential, the transfer case engages. You can get up underneath it and manually engage it in four-wheel drive. It functions perfectly, four-wheel high, four-wheel low. But this little vacuum switch right here that actuates that actuator, it doesn't always work. I've tried to find one. I've searched the far ends of the world trying to find this thing, and they just don't make it anymore. So I've contacted other Jeep guys, see if they had one. So if you can find one off of an enthusiast maybe, or somebody that has a new old stock one, that would be fantastic, and it should work like that every time. But anyway, just something else to know about the car. The clock still works, which is awesome. She runs cool. I've driven this from here all the way to Dallas and back, which is about an hour drive, and it was probably 85 degrees that day with the AC on, and it ran cool. So the only time I ever noticed the temperature started climbing, and it didn't overheat or anything, but it started climbing on me a little bit when you get into real heavy stop and go traffic. So I kind of try to avoid, traffic jams. I don't know if I would use this as a daily commuter to work, but it does run and drive like it's supposed to. We're doing about 55 right now. So I've had it up to about 70. I don't like to push it too hard just because it's 40 years old. The ride is firm, but not harsh. And the reason for that being, I forgot to mention this in the last video we did, but the reason for that being is it's sitting on a 2-inch lift. The suspension on this has been totally redone. I don't know why I didn't mention that. The shock's been redone. The leaf springs front and rear have been redone. And we put a small 2-inch lift on it. So that's why it's a little firm. And that was just done only a couple years ago. So, but it's not harsh or anything. And it definitely doesn't sag. So it sits just about right for the build we were going for. Yeah, like I said, the suspension, everything been redone on it. We put a new steering box in it. Yeah, I don't know what on this vehicle hasn't been worked on, to be honest. So, because my main thing was to get it mechanically sound where I could drive it and use it like a regular car or a regular vehicle. And then I would do the cosmetic stuff. I just never got around doing the cosmetic stuff. I'm too busy. We have too many projects. I also have too many other personal cars that need attention. So. I mean, you could just leave this totally as is and just drive it and enjoy it as your weekend driver, Sunday driver, cool car, whatever. So it just kind of depends on what you want to do with it and your personal preferences. right, thanks for tuning in, guys.